Hey guys, today I want to talk about my worst engineering experiences that they haven't been that much, but I had some. So let's get going. This is just personal stuff that happened to me. It won't necessarily happen to you, and hopefully my mistakes will help you so that you don't make them. So one of the big ones that happened to me was when I was doing serving. I did serving like for 2 weeks literally. I didn't like it mostly because it was just hot outside and I was shoveling stuff and it's not that I didn't like it. I actually did like serving a lot. I just didn't like doing that every single day for 9 hours or 8 hours and a half. So now let's jump into what actually happened. So basically, it was my first day doing surveying, right? And I was just there, like with the pole, like following like people and stuff like that. Getting the well, not my first day. It was my first day on the field. Then I remember I was just taking a control point, right? And I was there like for a while. The GPS wasn't taking the control point, so I was like, what the hell? And then I start feeling like an itch in my leg, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I was stepping on a I don't know how to say it in English, on an ant nest. So I had like a lot of ants coming off through my leg, and I'm like, oh my god! And I just like I almost took off my pants there because I was having ants like just biting me over and over again. So if you're doing serving, be very careful of where you're stepping. There can be ants, there can be snakes, there can be a lot of other stuff like nails and stuff like that. Serving is a little dangerous, so just be aware of your surroundings. Be sure to wear proper attire and just be careful. All right. So that's one thing that happened to me. Another thing that I remember happened to me was one time I went to do a site visit, right? But it was like a 3-story school or something like that, and I'm so afraid of heights. And then I get there and they had like just like a wooden stair going up, and I was like, oh my god! And it was raining like really bad, so I was like, shit. Because I mean, you have to go there. Like I was going to inspect the roof, but I don't know. I didn't think about this. So I'm there like climbing. And then when I'm like halfway, like I kind of like my feet kind of slip. So I just grab myself super hard and I was like, holy crap. So just be very careful when you're doing inspections, especially like in roof stuff and stuff like that. Whenever you go these type of inspections, ask if they have like a harness or something like that. Because that way if you fall, the harness will protect you. Be very careful with that stuff. You don't want to fall and die. Nobody wants that, right? This is another surveying story. So basically, we were doing surveying. We were gonna go to this residential, and then they basically, I think, like some pipe broke. So we're gonna do some mapping, something like that. I don't know. I wasn't in charge of this project, and it was like one of the first projects that I worked there. So I go and like it was all flooded, right? And I was like, oh my god, dude. And my boots there were not waterproof. So I was like, shit. Like my feet were like in the water, and it was like, it wasn't like dirty water, like poop water or something like that. It was just, regular water from like drainage. But even then, like my feet were like on the water like for 8 hours, and I remember I got super sick. So if you do surveying, like be sure to always have like waterproof boots. And also another thing, be sure to step very carefully when you go to places like that, because it's very easy to slip and fall in the water. You don't want to be falling like on mud and stuff like that. It just sucks. Be careful, guys. Here's another one. There was a little while I did an interview for this forensics company. They would do structural forensics. They would check damage after tornadoes and storms and stuff like that. This was in Florida, right? And I remember like I was just going for the interview, but they wanted me to work on the site like 2 days. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. It sounds fun, but I didn't know what to expect. They just told me we're gonna do forensics, right? And one of the things they did is like they would go on roof, but they would not wear harnesses and stuff like that. And I remember this house that was like 60-degree angle, 3-story, and these guys were just jumping on the roof. And not jumping, but they were like very, very fluid, very like we just walking. And I was like, oh my god, this is scary. So that's another thing that I did not expect engineering to have, and that like it ended up kind of opening my eyes a little bit. It certainly is fun because you do learn a lot about like laws and paperwork and like what does the insurance cover and what it doesn't cover, but it's just not for me. You know, that's a very risky thing to do, and I value my health a lot. They pay pretty well though, but I did end up rejecting that position. Okay guys, those are just some things that I have encountered in my short life as an engineer. There are some really funny things. There's other stuff that has happened. But I mean, I hope this gives you like an idea of what you can expect once you go into the actual work. It also depends on what type of engineering you do. Like for example, in my case, these stories that I told you were for doing surveying, structural, and forensics. So I mean, you might encounter something like that if you go into these fields. And I hope you like this video, guys. And if you like my videos, please subscribe, give me a like, or leave a comment if you want to tell me something, or if you want to tell me your own stories, guys. Have a good day.